back at it. Black people being targeted by the DEA. Now you have a Black award-winning veteran film director racially profiled while at the Atlanta airport. Let's go to the video. Let's put up the picture of the film director. Remember, we reported on something very similar happening to two celebrities, comedians. They said, listen, we were racially profiled as well in a similar way. The man's name, Tabari Sturdivant, who was traveling to LA from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, had his bags completely searched by DEA agents who provided zero explanation as to why. This film director would provide background on the incident with a statement on Instagram, and it says, and I quote, "I was involved in an incident Friday, October 21st at the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. I'm not sure if you are aware of a government police agency stopping Eric Andre and other Black men on the jet as they are boarding their flights. He has recently been in the media talking about it and was even on CNN because he felt racially profiled. Friday morning, right as I was boarding a flight to LA, 2 DEA agents approached me. They asked for my ID, began to question me, and proceeded to search me and my bags right in front of everyone. Mind you, I am the only Black person in the area." Now, let me pause here. The comedian said the exact same thing. They said the exact same thing. They were the only Black person in the area at that time, all right? So once again, it seems to be a pattern of behavior. He says, mind you, I am the only Black person in the area. It was a humiliating experience. People took their phones out and started filming. They took everything out of my bag in front of everyone, no privacy. I was totally shocked and embarrassed. After finding no illegal contraband in my bag, they seemed disappointed and let me go. As soon as I stepped on the plane, other passengers began to ask me questions. Again, I'm embarrassed. When I exited the plane in LA, again, more passengers questioned me about the incident. While I was on the elevator about to exit LAX, a passenger of the plane approached me and informed me he had filmed the incident and sent it to me. He had already posted it to social media. My plane was full with approximately 200 people. As we exited the plane, I counted a handful of Black people. I was minding my business with a Black hoodie and headphones on. I was standing in the middle of 20 white passengers, and they singled me out and humiliated me. I was definitely racially profiled. Once again, reminder, let's put them up. Eric Andre, remember? Eric Andre and fellow comedian Clayton English, they both filed a lawsuit. We covered it right here the day it happened. The lawsuit claims they were racially profiled by the police. Where? Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, same location on separate occasions. It happened to both of them. Here's something else we uncovered when we looked into it even deeper. The Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is actually not in Atlanta. It's in a place called Clayton County. It is annexed in Clayton County to operate as the city of Atlanta. I'm bringing that to your attention because the law enforcement entities that exist inside of that airport include APD and Clayton County Police. According to the initial lawsuit, it was actually Clayton County Police, where the airport technically resides in that county. They have this program with the DEA. It is supposed to be a random program. What we were able to uncover in the first initial reporting was that while they typically do not find any illegal drugs at all, and every now and then they find a person with maybe some prescription pills, without a script. That's about it. They do take your money. They take all of it. And you have to go through a bureaucratic process to get your money back, which means many people do not, and they get to keep that money. So at the end of the saga, you typically are allowed to get on the plane according to the initial reporting, but you don't get to keep your cash if they find it. Isn't that something? David, thoughts here?
This isn't just racial profiling. This is deliberate harassment. This is thuggery. This is stealing from people. And Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, one of the busiest, one of the biggest in the world, they should know better. There should be a better system in place so that, okay, if you are gonna do something random, 1 out of every 500 passengers is gonna be plucked out of line, okay, but make sure it's not based on race, not based on gender. You pluck 1 out of every 500, whether it's an old person, whether it's a young person, and then you take them to a private room and afford them some privacy and some dignity and respect. And if you find drugs, so be it. But if you don't humiliate that person. You don't send them in front of other passengers where they're gonna face a litany of questions that they shouldn't have to answer.
And I know people realize this because so many of us do actually travel on planes. But by the time you get to that place, by the time you're there in that area where you're getting on the plane, you've already been searched. You've been x-rayed, you've been wanded, you've gone through these security measures, you've gone through these security checks. Your baggage has been x-rayed. Your body has been x-rayed. To think that this is the place where now you have to randomly search individuals, randomly I'm using loosely, search individuals right before they board a plane is insane to me. It is a bad program based on their own data. Their data says they basically do not find any illegal narcotics on people, even though they say this is for a narcotics search. They rarely ever find it, period. But once again, they do keep that money in many cases. All right,